Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through some of the gear that I'm considering for the Appalachian Trail. I've been doing a lot of second guessing. I have quite a bit of gear that I've gathered up over the years, but I've made a few changes over the last few months, and I'll be doing a test run in a few weeks. I'm going to be hiking the Tahoe Rim Trail for the second time. Last time I hiked it was 2018, and this year I'm going to try to do it in 10 to 12 days. Last time I did it over 16 days with my son. This time I'm going to do it by myself, so maybe that will help me increase my pacing a little bit. I'm not really sure. But I'll start off with the big three. The big three are going to be your backpack, your sleeping bag, and your tent setup. Ideally, you want to keep that weight down low. One of the changes I'm making, I'm going with a heavier backpack this time around. This is something I just recently got. This is the Osprey Atmos AG65. It weighs a little over 4 pounds. The pack I had been using weighs just over 1.5 pounds. And this additional weight I'm willing to kind of sacrifice for, because I think it's going to offer me a little more comfort in carrying a heavier load, which I anticipate doing for the Appalachian Trail. Anyway, that's the pack I'm going to take on this test run. And my tent is one I also recently acquired over the last 4 or 5 months. This is going to be the Z-Packs Duplex. Now this tent is not self-standing. This one requires to have you to have not only stakes but also your trekking poles. So I have the Black Diamond carbon fiber trekking poles, which serve a dual purpose. Obviously I'll use these as I'm hiking, and then I'll use them to set up the tent. The tent now weighs just a slight bit over 1.5 pounds, and it's a 2-person tent. So this will offer me the luxury of having space for my backpack inside it, as well as myself. Going through my gear, you're going to see me kind of going off screen a few times, but I have my sleeping system is one I've used for the last 2 or 3 years, and this is going to be my quilt. This is an Enlightened Equipment quilt, down quilt. It is 20-degree quilt. This one weighs again about a little over 1 pound, super light for what you get. Typically you're going to attach this to a sleeping pad, so I have the Big Agnes Q core. I'm not really certain of the R value of this. I think it's like a 4.0, something like that. The higher the R value, the more warmth it's going to provide you. I'm going to try something a little different this time around. I'm going to combine this with my Thermarest pad so that I have the additional warmth that both of these provide. Also, it will hopefully keep this from getting punctures, which I typically have happen to me when I'm backpacking, unfortunately. So we'll see if I can try both of these, see if it's going to work for me, because I might consider doing this for the Appalachian Trail. I'm not going to really concern myself with weights today. I can get into weights as I get closer to the Appalachian Trail. But those are my big three. I'm going to guess they're probably around 10 pounds, maybe a slight bit over. For Tahoe Rim Trail, it requires a bear canister. So I have my Wild Ideas, and I think this is, I'm not really certain which one this is. I know it's capable, they say, of carrying 9 days worth of food. I'm going to attempt to carry 7 days of food on the Tahoe Rim Trail with this. It's really lightweight. It's also, I forgot what material it's made out of, but it's one of the lighter weight food systems, I guess, bear canisters you can carry with you. It takes a lot of room in the backpack. I'm going to keep it sitting in the backpack this way and stuff everything around it. It will carry a lot of the supplies as well as the food though, so I know that it will work for me, because I used it on the John Muir Trail a few years back and it worked fine. So it's not going to be in any particular order. I'm just going to kind of go through a few things that I'll take with me. I'll be carrying 2 of the Smart water bottles. This one has a flip cap, which I like, and this also works well with my Be-Free water filter. So I'll fill 2 liters of water to carry with me, but I also will have a water filter and a water bag capable of carrying 3 liters. So on the Tahoe Rim Trail, there's a section that's notoriously dry, meaning that you'll have to carry extra water with you. So I'll probably end up carrying 4 to 5 liters on that. I'll carry my water bag filled with water. It's my dirty water, which I'll have to filter. And then I'll carry the 2 water bottles, which will be my clean water. I'm also carrying a backup system, some tabs that I can put into the water and help out if I need to use those. I have 2 hats I'm considering. This may not be the particular hat I'm using, the Outdoor Research Cape I like it because you can take the cape off and use it as a hat, but I have another one that's like this that I'll probably end up using. And I also like this hat, which is a sun hat from Outdoor Research, which I may take with me. Kicking around the idea of taking both hats, though I might only just take one. My water filter and bag is in here, and my water tablets, these little guys right here, will go into the water. It's a backup system. I'm not certain I'll use this, but if something fails on my water filter, I have these as a backup, which I like the idea of. Now, this is my 3-liter bag attached to my filter. I can take the filter off, attach it to this 1-liter bag, which I can actually drink from if I need to, but it will also squeeze into my 2 single-liter bottles that I'll carry with me. Let's see, my stove system. I have a titanium stove system. This will be my pot. It has a lid that goes with it, which I've misplaced here. I have a spark lighter. I don't know that I'll need this for my stove because I have the Windmaster, the Soto Windmaster stove, which will attach to my canister. I'll take 1 canister until I resupply, and then I'll resupply with another canister. Inside, this has a silicone lip to it, so when you're drinking from it, if you need to drink from it, it won't burn your lips. I'll boil water in this, and then I'll mix my food in little baggies, pour the water into the baggies, stir up the baggies, let them heat up. I have, oh, I don't even know what it's called, but it's an insulated pouch that I'll put the baggies into so that it will heat up the food quicker, and then I can just use this for water and not get it dirty. I will be taking this on the Appalachian Trail along with the wind stove. It's worked for me well over the years, and I don't expect that it's gonna have any problems this time around. I will take this cup, which I'll have to clean out, but I like it. It's a collapsible cup. I'll use it for my hot drinks like hot chocolate, hot coffee. I'll take instant coffee with me, as well as maybe hot apple cider. Let's see, again, I have a little mini first aid kit that I've made myself, just for your minor scrapes and bruises and such. This is going to be a little air pump. This is my wife's. I'm going to borrow this to inflate my sleeping pad. Now, it's a luxury item, I guess you would say. I don't necessarily need it, but it's going to really help me in inflating the sleeping pad. Continuing on, I'm going to be wearing my Ultra Lone Peak shoes. I love these. I've worn these many, many years. Now these probably have about 100 miles on them, maybe a little more. I plan on wearing them through the Tahoe Rim Trail without any problem. I'll probably take these same shoes on the Appalachian Trail with me, though I have 2 or 3 other pairs that I'll replace these with as I need to. My camp shoes are going to be my Crocs, which will hang off the back of my pack. I have this. Is like a little mini day pack, which also serves as a stuff sack for my sleeping bag, my quilt. It really crushes down really small in my backpack, which I love. But then if I have the need for a day pack, I have this. I do a lot of things in cubes, so I'll have this cube. This will be my sleepwear. I typically take some long thermal pants and long thermal shirt, beanie and gloves that I'll wear at night as I'm sleeping. Separate underwear, pillowcase. These will all be separate from my daily clothes that I wear so that they don't get kind of dirty, I guess. And I'll have compression socks in here as well, which I like to sleep with at night so that I don't have to worry about my legs aching so much. I will be taking my portable charger to charge my phone. I have a different one other than this, but this is the one the model today. To charge my phone, to charge my headlamp, also to charge my GPS device. This is my Garmin Mini 2. This allows me to send text messages to friends and family. It also allows my wife to track me on their app so she can see a real map of my progress along the trail. I can send her messages at night. It has SOS capabilities, so if I need to send an emergency message out, I can do that as well and get emergency services to me as needed. Never had to use that function, but I've used this enough to send texts to friends and family. I'll take a down jacket with a hood for warmth. I wear this at night as I'm sleeping if it's really cold. I have a rain jacket. I have a rain cover that goes along with the backpack, that fits the backpack. For the Appalachian Trail, I might take a rain poncho that fits over my backpack and my body. I have that. I'm not going to take it on this trial run, but I do have that, and I'm thinking I might take that instead of the rain jacket. I have another little stuff sack that I can take as needed. This is an example of some of the dehydrated food that I might use for my dinners. For breakfasts, I typically take Pop-Tarts, oatmeal, hot chocolate, hot apple cider, hot coffee, that sort of thing. For my lunch meals, I'll take power bars or some sort of granola bar, nuts. I take small tortillas with Baby Bell cheese, salamis, small peanut butters, and I'll use that as my lunch, and then these for my dinners with maybe Oreo cookies or something as a treat at night. I have my toiletries in here. I'll take TP, I'll take a little shovel, and I keep it in this bag in my backpack, which makes it nice and easy to manage. This is an odorless food bag, which I'll keep all of my food inside my bare canister. I have to keep all of my toothbrush, toothpaste, any sort of things that have a smell to them, a scent to them in that canister. There's been a lot of bear activity on the Tahoe Rim Trail this year, apparently. So I anticipate that bear canister being very helpful in that regard. I have an eye mask that I'll wear along with some headphones if need be to keep noises out. I have my fire permit and my permit to get me through Desolation Wilderness on the Tahoe Rim Trail. My headlamp, which is very minimalistic, but it's lightweight and I like that. I have my pillow, which is inflatable. I also have a mosquito netting for my head as needed. I did treat all my clothing and some of my gear with Promethean, which will keep ticks and mosquitoes away. It has in the past, and I anticipate that it will do that as well this time around. And I have I forgot what they call these, but I'll wear it around my neck and I'll be able to cover it over my face. I could have it around my head and such. Very lightweight. I carry a neck knife with me. So this is not used for protection. I use this more for just using for food items and such. If I need to cut up my salami and that sort of thing. And it's very easy to carry around. It doesn't really add to my weight because it's around my neck. I have a spork. I have a very, very small clothesline I can attach and hang clothes to dry if need be. I have a small, tiny towel that I'll use. This is how I cook my food. I cook them in these baggies, just your typical baggie, ramen and such, and it goes inside a pouch that I have that will insulate it. And that's pretty much it. I'm looking forward to testing all this gear out and seeing what works for me and what doesn't. When I do the Appalachian Trail, I will probably take the first 5 to 6 days worth of food with me on the airplane and have it in my backpack. But then I'm gonna kind of freestyle it after that. A lot of people end up going into towns and buying their food in stores, and I expect to do the same thing. And yeah, I guess that's it. And thank you so much for joining me this time around. And I think I'm gonna try to get some video of my hike of the Tahoe Rim Trail to share with you as well. So thank you for staying involved, and I'm looking forward to this hike and as well as my Appalachian Trail adventure. Thank you.